Hi, welcome to Misty Ricardo's Curry Kitchen. Today we're going to be making Kadai Paneer, a stir-fried cheese dish with green pepper, onion and spices, and it's very delicious. I've been experimenting a bit with it for a while now. I wanted to get a proper video done. I've just ground some coriander and cumin, and now I'm going to fry the paneer, about 3 centimetre cubes, coated with a bit of oil, salt and some methi leaves. And we're going to get a good crust on the paneer, get it sort of nicely browned on one or two sides. It really does enhance the flavour. You can of course make your own paneer, which is easy to do, but it's difficult to get it firm, and for a dish like this it really needs to be nice and firm. So I tend to buy in from the supermarket the ready-made paneer, which is definitely the right consistency. So now we're going to take the paneer out, put it to one side, and we're going to repeat the process, but we do it with onions and pepper triangles, again on a very high heat, as high as you can get in the kitchen. And add the green pepper and onion, which is similarly been coated in fenugreek salt, and we're going to fry that, scorch it well, get a nice charred appearance to some of the side surfaces. I have a Facebook page, Misty Ricardo's Curry Kitchen, and it's easy to find the links in the video description. Come have a look, there's usually quite a lot going on, not just recipes but all sorts of things. So now we'll put a little bit of cumin seeds in, a little extra flavour. Added at this stage rather than earlier, I didn't want the seeds to burn. And now we're going to put in some ginger and garlic paste. That's about 2 teaspoons, 2.5 teaspoons worth. And some tomato puree, that's about 1 tablespoon with a little bit of water to loosen it up. And as the annotation says in the video, you could use 2 or 3 fresh tomatoes finely chopped up. And lots of flavour in the coriander stalks, finely chopped up, mixed in at this stage so they can cook nicely. They're tougher than the leaves and take a bit of cooking. Yeah, an onion piece escaped there. So now it's time for the powdered spices. I've frozen the screen so you can take note of which spices involved. There's quite a few there, but there's also another option. You could use a commercial shop bought paste, you know, the type that comes from a jar, such as brands like Patax, Pasco, etc, etc. I'm not going to comment on which is best, I'll leave that up to you, that's preference. Add a little bit of water to help mix the spices together and just help stop them burning. Still on the high heat, or as high heat as you can get on the domestic hob. So we're just going to mix that together. And then we're going to throw in the paneer that we fried before, along with a little bit of lemon juice, it's about 1.5 teaspoons, and some finely chopped green chilli. That's optional if you don't like the heat, you don't have to do that. So I quite like a little spice, as anyone knows me well knows. So we're just going to add a little bit more water. That's quite about 30 mils, I think, at that stage, just to sort of help it along a little bit. We don't need much water at all for this. Again, this is going to be very dry, lots of flavours going on. And you probably noticed we haven't used any mixed powder or base gravy in this dish to try and keep it authentic, and also quick to make. You don't have to pre-prepare ingredients. However, you could use base gravy instead of water at this stage for extra flavour if you have any. So we're going to cook that down for about 6 or 8 minutes or so. Periodically give it a stir. You don't need to stir it much, you just need to make sure it doesn't burn. We want the ingredients to stick to the side of the pan a bit and cause all those chemical reactions which release a lot of flavour compounds. We'll just add a little bit of water along the way as well. Right, now I'm just testing the green pepper just to see how firm it still is. You still want some crunch with it, but you don't want it in its overly raw state. So just soften slightly, bit of crunch, good texture combination with the paneer. Okay, right before the end, about 30 seconds or so before the end of cooking, add a good handful of fresh coriander leaf which has been finely chopped, and one of the magic ingredients, if you like, chaat masala. You can get this in at all Asian supermarkets, and quite a lot of bigger regular supermarkets started selling it now. So give it a taste, see what it's like. Add a bit more salt to chaat masala if you like. Your taste buds might be a little bit blunted by the cooking experience, so be careful not to over season it. But what I also like to do is just add a little bit of mango chutney to it. It just sort of balances off very nicely. It may not be to everyone's taste, but I think it sort of makes a lovely balanced dish. And that's it. So let's heat up a Kadai serving dish. You could always serve it in the big one you cooked it in, if you've got many people to feed, and somewhere to put it on the table without burning it. But in this case I'm using a smaller Korai dish that I'm heating up, and it's nice and sizzling. Right, so let's go in for a taste. And it is very nice, I'm not just saying that. It's got a lovely creamy taste from the paneer with the freshness and crunchiness of the green pepper, and all the spices have a little kick to them. It's a very satisfying dish to eat. Anyway, thanks for watching and listening. It's the first video I've done with a voiceover, so I hope it comes across okay. And please do visit my Facebook page, like, share, subscribe, etc., etc. And I hope to see you again.